In this video, I'll be revealing everything we know about the brand new update that's going to come out in 99 Nights in the Forest. Now, this update is officially going to be called the Furniture Update, and there features many things to the game. So, obviously, from the picture, we can tell that there's some new furniture in there, there's some glowing lights in the background, and there's also some sort of cushion you can sit on. Everything else are items that we already know, such as the bed and the logs near the campfire, as well as a sundial and a compass. Now, these things we already know, but the new stuff that comes out are obviously, lights, cushions, as I said. But I think that the game is actually going to come out with a lot more things. Because if you take a look at the previous update, which is a Cultist Stronghold update, it was called the Cultist Stronghold, right? But they added much more than just a Cultist Stronghold. They also added in some more badges. For example, these two achievements, they also added in two whole new classes, which would be the Brawler and the Hunter. And I have made a video telling you guys about which one of these is better and if you should actually buy these or not. So if you haven't checked it out already, go ahead and check it out. But yeah, let's start off with exactly what has been confirmed in this update. So I quote what has been confirmed. It says, description: visit the furniture trader and find cosmetic items to decorate your base with. Find the workshop to construct rare items. Now, in here, we get two crucial pieces of information. The first one is that there's going to be a furniture trader. Now, I assume that this furniture trader is going to be the exact same as the pelt trader, where this guy will come over to your campfire and offer you some trades. And instead of the pelt trader where you give him pelts, in this case, you might have to give him some scrap, might have to give him some wood, or maybe some new currency that will be added. Because 99 Nights in the Forest likes to add a bunch of new things into the update, which is not the update itself, but more to the update. Now, the second piece of information that we get is that it says to find the workshop to construct rare items. Now, what does this mean? This means that, for example, with the Cultist Stronghold update, when we're given this update, we can actually go ahead and just go to the Cultist Stronghold whenever we wanted to, because it was marked on our map. On our map, there was a jump icon there for the Cultist Stronghold. But in this case, it's telling us to actually find the workshop for ourselves. Now, what this actually means is that now we'll have to be able to go ahead and try to find this thing, and we don't know where the location is. So just be like a regular building, for example, the hospital building where it has a lot of med kits and bandages, or the watchtower building. It'll just be one of those, and it'll just be a little bit difficult to figure out where it actually is specifically. Now, in the actual game here, we can see what we're able to craft before the update. We're able to craft a whole bunch of beds, maps, sundials, compasses, these things that can store items, and etc. Now, the thing is that in this new furniture update, here's what I think will be added, or some possible things that may be added. So obviously we have the lights and the cushions to sit on, but also I think that there could be some more things, such as new types of barricades to actually defend yourself from the cultists. Because as we know, the cultist update, because the cultist stronghold update gave us some new defensive blueprints, which did damage when the cultist steps through it. So we might get some more defensive options to help us defend our base. And we might also get some new ways of helping us accomplish tasks around the base, such as something that can automatically cut down trees, or something that can automatically keep your fire up for longer. It's kind of like an oil drill, but a better version of it. Oil drill is not unlocked here for me right now. But there's also some more cosmetic things that could be added, such as different trophies that you unlock for each milestone you get to. For example, you saved each kid, then you'll get a trophy that you're able to craft, and they could put it anywhere on your campfire. And other things such as different photos or paintings, or even a new type of bed. Because as we know from the previous update, they added in a new bed, because before there were only 3 beds, but now there's 4 beds. There's an old bed, regular bed, and 2 more. So because of the last update gave us a new bed, this update, I think we're actually going to get a fizz bed, and not only a fizz bed, I think that we might also get a crafting bench number 5 to actually fit that this bed, because each bed is locked behind its own crafting bench level. Now, if we don't get crafting bench number 5 in this update, we will probably get it in another update, because I think that the crafting bench 5 is imperative. It's going to happen eventually, and it's very, very important for the game's development. So if it doesn't happen right now, that's fine. It'll happen later. But all we know is that we are probably going to get a crafting bench number 5 soon, and it might even have some of those cosmetic items that you can craft. Now, I think that the new cosmetic options may even add some things that are class specific. Because when you're actually in your game, you can't really know what class other people have unless they show you what they have. But I think in this new update, you may be able to customize it in such a way where there will be class specific things they can add to your plot. For example, if you have the camper, maybe there might be a level 4 for the camper that says you're now able to improve tents. So then children that get saved increase their day by a 1.5 times multiplier or something. Now, obviously, that's very, very overpowered, but I'm just saying, for some of these classes, and especially the ones up here that are underpowered, for example, I think the Brawler is underpowered. They may do a level 4, and a level 4 may be related to the furniture update that can actually add in a buff for your character. And talk about the classes, I'm pretty sure they're going to add in another class. Now, why do I think so? It's because the Cultist Stronghold update, which is all about the Cultist Stronghold, managed to add in another 2 classes, which would be the Hunter and the Brawler, as I've stated previously. But now I think that they're going to add in another class, at least one more class. Now, this class, I predict it'll be between the Brawler and the Assassin in terms of diamond range, because they're going to add more and more expensive classes to ensure that the players keep on spending money. Because obviously, if the game gets more money, then they're able to go ahead and dish out more updates for you guys. Now, over here, you can actually view the furniture update, and it gives us an exact countdown for it. But this view button really only takes us to the event, and this is the image that I showed you guys before. Now, about the lore of the game and more the decoration aspect of this game, I predict that this trader that comes up and gives you the cosmetics may be the same person that helped design the kids' rooms. So you know how every time you save one of the kids in the kids' dens, the rooms are all very colorful, and then the kids, like, yeah, there's like crayons on the floor and there's a bunch of shelves. I think those things will be added as craftable items for you to actually get. And the person that makes those items for the kid dens is actually going to be the person that goes ahead and sells you these items. Now, I also believe that this person may also be a cultist member, because as we stated previously, by looking at the cutscenes the game has provided, we're actually able to infer that the deer is probably the mother of the children, and that the cultists and the deer are working together, and the cultists and the deer are trying to actually keep the children safe by keeping them locked into a den with colored animals around them, and the colored animals mean that they're actually tamed animals.